right, so we're going to start in a slightly different position today. If you have your block with you, so you grab the purple block. Just the purple one for now. So if you have a soft block, you're going to put it directly underneath your butt cheeks, like this, and then you're going to straighten your legs, and we're just going to hang here for a few minutes. Just lay right back. Yeah. And T, just let me know if you can't hear me. Give it a chance for our hips to open. If you don't have one of these cushy blocks, feel free to use a pillow or a bolster or a blanket, whatever you might have around. And start to breathe in, noticing what parts of the body fill. Exhaling once you reach the top of your breath. Really trying to make an effort that you stay focused on the yoga practice today, that you're not in the postures thinking, oh, I have to go and get milk and eggs, or oh, that laundry's still in the washing machine, and oh yeah, I still have to do this or that. This is your hour, this is your 1 hour to not think about any of those things. But also don't be upset with yourself if those thoughts come into your mind. Often when you are practicing mindfulness, it's amazing all the things you think of. So as you're laying here, breathing in and out, trying desperately to focus on your breath, knowing full well that things are popping into your head, acknowledge that they've popped into your head, and then say, I'll come back to you later. So when I think that I still have not taken my own picture for Melissa's birthday video, I'll say, you know what, that's okay. I'll take it later. And then I focus back in on my breathing. Maybe using a little bit of a count method, counting in 4 on the inhale, pausing at the top to 4 on the exhale. Maybe you find it helps to actually visualize those numbers, 1, 2, 3, or 4, as you're inhaling and exhaling. Let's take 5 more mindful breaths here. And if you find you only get 4 breaths by the time we move on, or maybe you get 6 or 7 breaths, that's okay too. I can't see any of you breathing, so I'm just guessing. On your next inhale, bend your knees, bring your feet about hip bone distance apart and somewhat even with your block. Your butt's still on the block, but now your feet are on the mat. Then on the exhale, lift those hips, remove the block, holding up for our first bridge of the day. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, lower 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale those knees into the chest. Give them a nice good squeeze. Take a few moments to rock from side to side, staying on your back. Massaging out that lower back. Making a few circles with those knees, clockwise and counterclockwise. Then allowing the knees to return to center. Bring your hands out, arms out to the side like a T. Take a nice inhale. And on the exhale, drop the knees over to the left. trying to keep those shoulders flat against the mat, arms flat against the ground, and ultimately keeping those two knees aligned, but most likely your top knee is going to come back a little bit. Feeling that twist in the lower back, feeling this energy building, fire building pose. If you'd like, use your left hand, place it on top of your right hip and see if you can push that knee a little farther forward. Go ahead and release the left arm back down to the side. On the inhale, engage the core, bring the knees back up to center. And then on the exhale, drop them over to the right. Go ahead and take that right hand, place it on top of the left hip. Push that hip forward if you can. See if you can align those knees while keeping the shoulders still flat on the mat. Release that right hand. And on the inhale, bring the knees back up to center, making sure to engage that core. Give them a nice hug into the chest again. And drop the feet back down to the mat. Cross the left leg over the right in a lying pigeon. Using that left hand, press it against the left knee. Feeling that opening in that left hip space. Take a nice inhale. And on the exhale, lift that right leg, supporting it with the right hand, and then the left hand if you'd like. I'm not going to stay here very long, just enough to get our hips a little bit loosened up. Feel free to rock from side to side or remain still if that's what's comfortable for you. Drop that right foot back down to the mat. Extend the left leg up in the air. Point and flex the toes a couple of times. Make a few circles with the feet. Then bend that left leg, bring it back down to the mat. Cross the right leg over the left. And let's do this on the other side. Using that right hand, push the right knee away. Then go ahead and lift that left leg up, supporting it with the left arm, getting a deeper stretch. Holding still or rocking side to side, it's completely your choice. Go ahead and release that left foot back down to the mat. Extend the right leg up. Point and flex the toes a few times. Make a few circles, clockwise and counterclockwise. Wiggle those toes around. It's late in the day, so there's a good chance your feet have done a lot of work. Release that right leg back down to the mat. Bring the knees into the chest one more time. This time, hook the hands underneath the knees and start to rock. Like a little ball, just rolling back and forth, feeling the massage on the spine. See if you can bring your toes up over your head. Can you touch the mat all the way in the back with those toes? And then roll yourself all the way up to seated. Good. You can stay that way. I'm just turning so I can face them. In our nice, easy seated posture, sitting up tall on our sit bones, like there's a string up the top of our head, reaching up nice and high. Let's inhale the arms up. And exhale, push that airspace away. Inhale, bring the arms up. Think about that count of 4, 2, 3, 4. We pause at the top. And exhale on the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Being mindful not to let our shoulders creep up, keeping those shoulders away from ears. One more time, inhale the arms up. This time on the exhale, drop the left arm behind you, bring your right hand to your right knee and twist that upper body. Being sure to still sit up tall. With every inhale, we sit a little bit taller. With every exhale, we see if we can twist a little bit farther. Can you look all the way over your left shoulder? Inhale the arms up where you are. Exhale, bring yourself back to center. Take a deep inhale. This time, drop the right arm behind you, bring the left hand to the left knee, twist to the other side. Sitting up nice and tall. With every inhale, we sit that little bit taller. With the exhales, we twist a little farther. Can you look over the shoulder? See, you're twisting the wrong direction. There you go. Inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, come back to center. Bring the arms down to our knees. Take a nice inhale. And on the exhale, just walk the hands out in front. See how far you can get. If you need to adjust your legs, feel free to adjust your legs. If you can get all the way down, can you get your head on the mat? Inhale, walk the hands back to center. Not bad. Let's go on. Move to tabletop position. We do tabletop in pretty much every class, but hopefully you know by now, in your tabletop position, hips are stacked over knees, shoulders are in line with wrists. Neutral tabletop means you have a nice flat back. On the inhale, we're going to drop the belly, raise the chest. And on the exhale, we're going to round it out like a cat spine. Inhale, we drop to that cow. Exhale, we come up to cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale to cat. One more time. Inhale to cow. Exhale all the way up to cat. And return to neutral tabletop. Extend the left leg behind you. Really press through those toes. Feel the heel reach back. Keep your toes on the ground for now. There you go. Feel the stretch down that leg in the calves, really pressing that heel to the ground. Looking about 6 inches in front of your mat, knowing that if we look down, our whole body's going to go down. So if we look about 6 inches out in front, we keep that nice yoga alignment. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bring the left knee all the way into the left elbow. Exhale, bring it back. Bring your knee to your elbow. Extend it back. Knee to elbow. Extend it back. One more time, knee to elbow. Remember this, we're going to do a balance posture later with it, hopefully extend it all the way back. Kickstand the right foot. Roll open the left arm. Half moon on supported half moon here. Left leg is straight. Toes are flexed. Body's reaching up like someone's got a string at the top of your left wrist. Take a nice inhale. On the exhale, extend the left arm overhead. Feel a little bit of a side stretch there. Inhale back up to center. And exhale, return to tabletop. Extend the right leg behind you, keeping the toes down on the mat. Feeling that stretch through the calf. Remembering to look about 6 inches out in front of our mat, keeping our body aligned. Then go ahead and lift that right leg. Bring the right knee to the right elbow. Extend it back. Right knee, right elbow. Extend it back. Right knee, right elbow. Extend it on back. One more time, right knee, right elbow. And extend it all the way out. Flex those toes down. Kickstand the left foot. Roll open with that right arm. Half moon. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, reach that right arm forward. Feel the extension on that right side. Inhale, bring the right arm back up. And exhale, return to tabletop on the mat. I'm not sure about Zahid, but I really hope we survive this next 60 minutes without being eaten alive by mosquitoes. You never know here. Go ahead and tuck the toes in your tabletop and then lift those knees. Just hover the legs. Hovering here in this, using our core, engaging. When we push back into our down dog, make sure you're using those core muscles to lift your hips. It's not about the shoulders. Use those core muscles, back muscles, and then lift those hips way up in the air. Settling in for our first down dog of the day. Taking a moment here to feel out your dog. Maybe bending the left and right leg, walking them out. Remember, it's okay if your heels don't reach the mat. If you're like this right now, that's fine. It's more important that your arms are straight than your knees are straight. We get those hips up as high as we can. Settling into our dog. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, pull forward, high plank. Inhale, lift the hips way up in the air. Bring the heels back down to the mat. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, pull forward, high plank. Inhale, lift those hips way up in the air. Bring the feet back down. One more time, inhale. And on the exhale, pull forward, high plank. Holding the high plank, step the left foot outside the mat. Step the right foot outside the mat. Left foot in, right foot in. Left forearm down, right forearm down. Get your butt down, G. Left forearm to the mat, right hand to the mat. Left foot outside the mat, right foot outside the mat. Right foot back to the mat, left foot back to the mat. Right forearm down, left forearm down. Right hand to the mat, left hand to the mat. Pull back, downward facing dog. Come down, drop to our knees for a moment, untuck the toes, push back into our first child's pose. Keeping it an active child's pose, but go ahead and rotate the wrists a little bit, loosen them up. We do a lot of work on our feet and toes all day long. We don't really do a whole lot on our wrists. And yoga's not very nice to our wrists sometimes. Settling in back here to our neutral child's pose. Take a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, push up to tabletop. Inhale, tuck those toes. And exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale. On the exhale, walk the feet forward to meet the hands. Fold forward, bend. Bend the knees. Place the hands above the knees. Come rolling on up to standing. Rolling those shoulders down the back. Arms are shining forward, chest is shining high. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring them through heart center, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Step the left foot back, right foot back, high plank. Drop the knees, drop the chest and the chin, 8-point posture. Shift a little forward, cobra. Push back, downward facing dog. So we've talked a little bit about 8-point posture before. I want to talk about it one more time, just so in case you want to come down and take a look, you can. Remember that we're dropping our knees, we're dropping our chest and our butts way up in the air. So we're kind of like in a crouch position, butts up there. And when we come forward to a cobra, we kind of slide everything back out. And then we push it all back up into our downward facing dog. One more time, just for another visual. We're in that high plank. Our knees drop right down. Our chest drops and our chin. Our 8 points are our 2 toes, 2 knees, 2 hands, chest, and chin. We shift a little forward to that cobra, and we pull back into our downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale. On the exhale, walk the feet forward to meet the hands. Fold, forward, fold. Inhale to that halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees a lot. Place the hands above the knee. Roll on up to standing. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring them down behind the lower part of your back here on your sacrum. You can get them there. And then slightly push your hips forward for a little back bend. Inhale, return to center. Lift the arms up overhead. Keep those shoulders away from ears. Exhale, release the hands behind the back again. Can you place them on your bum or your lower sacrum? Can you bend a little farther back? Inhale up one more time. Arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart center. I'm going to turn and face the camera here for a minute. Inhale, arms up overhead. Use the left hand to bind the right wrist. When we crescent moon, our body crescent moons to the left. Notice that I'm not twisting. I'm just pushing my right hip out. My shoulders are still in that same alignment. I don't want to twist my shoulder down. Inhale, return to center. Switch the bind. Crescent moon to the right. Again, we're shifting that hip outward. It's not rolling the body forward. Shoulders are still in line with the hips. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, a little back bend behind. Inhale, rise up. And then on the exhale, we swan dive down. Forward fold. Inhale to that halfway lift. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Step the right foot back, runner's lunge. Feel free to use those blocks if you want in your runner's lunge. All it does is it brings the floor up. It allows you to get a little bit more space in your chest area. Left ankle is right above, nope, right below. You don't want your ankle above your knee. Left ankle is right below your left knee. You're got a 90-degree angle. Your hips are square. Holding that runner's lunge. Drop the back foot 45 degrees. Rise up. Warrior one. Hips are still square forward. Arms are strong overhead. Knowing that no one can come around and knock you over. This is a warrior pose. It's a strong pose. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, bring the hands back down to the mat, or to your blocks or your mat. Tuck up the toes, runner's lunge. Rise back up, crescent lunge. Hips are still square forward, just like in warrior one, but now the toes are up. Watch those shoulders creeping in towards the ears. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the mat to your blocks. Step the left foot back to meet the right, high plank. Scissor the feet to the right. Lift that left arm, side plank. Lots of options in a side plank. You can put a knee down. You can do a low plank. Whatever you're comfortable with in terms of your side planks. Exhale, bring the left hand down to the mat. Lower 8-point posture or chaturanga. Do that low push-up. Lift forward, upward facing dog or cobra. Pull back, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up behind you. Kick the house. Can you reach it a little bit higher, but don't open those hips? Look between your hands. Come up on your left toes. Step the right foot between the hands. Runner's lunge. Again, use the blocks if you want. Drop that back heel 45 degrees. Rise up, warrior one. Hips are shining forward. Shoulders are forward. Arms are strong overhead. That front knee is over the ankle. Make sure it's not folding in. If you need to, use that right hand to just make sure that right knee is shining out. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the block. Lift the toes up. Runner's lunge. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. One more inhale here. Exhale, bring those hands down to the mat. Step the left foot in to meet the right. Forward fold. Inhale to that halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, hands towards center. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive down. Forward fold. Inhale to that halfway lift. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Step the left foot back this time. Runner's lunge here. Drop the back foot 45 degrees. Rise up, warrior one. Bring the arms down like goalposts. Cactus those arms. Feel the strength. Inhale, lift those arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Return to runner's lunge. Toes up. Inhale, crescent lunge. Drop the right arm behind you. Reach the left arm forward. West side stretch. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring both hands down to the mat. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Scissor to the left. Lift that right arm side plank. Exhale, right arm to the mat. Lower chaturanga or 8-point posture. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And pull back, downward facing dog. Left leg comes up behind. Hips are square. Can you lift that left leg farther up? Don't open the hips though. Keep them square. Come up on the right toes. Look between the hands. Step that left foot forward. Runner's lunge. Drop that back foot 45 degrees. Rise up. Warrior one. Exhale, interlace the hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders down the back. Back bend. Look up to the sky. One more inhale here. Exhale, release those hands, bring them back up. Warrior one. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Come up on those back toes, runner's lunge. Rise up, crescent lunge. Being blinded. Take a nice inhale here. On the exhale, drop the left arm back, shine the right arm forward, west side stretch. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring those hands back down to the mat. Step the right foot forward to meet the left. Forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, hands start center. Take a moment here. How did your body feel in those transitions? Warrior one, crescent lunge. There's something you need to work on. There's something you need to refocus on. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place those hands on the mat. Step the left foot back behind us.
runner's lunge. Hop the back foot in about a foot. Boop. Straighten the front leg. Pyramid pose. Can you touch your head to your knee? Use blocks if you need to. Maybe you need the space. Inhale, bend the knee forward. Step that back foot back again. Drop the back ankle 45 degrees. Rise up, warrior one. How does this warrior one feel compared to the other warrior ones? Bring the two hands forward. Look over the fingers. Pull the left arm back like you're pulling a bow and arrow. Open those hips. Extend the left arm behind you. Bring the toe parallel, warrior two. Slightly different way to open up to warrior two. Inhale, reach forward, reverse your warrior. Exhale, drop the right arm on top of the right thigh. Side angle stretch. That left arm is reaching straight up to the sky. Take a nice inhale. On the exhale, extend the left arm overhead. A little crescent moon in there. Feel that full side body stretch. Inhale, lift that left arm back up. Extend the right arm out underneath. Feel those legs, how strong they are. Are they starting to shake? Mine are. Bring that right arm back into the thigh. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, return to warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Kick the left hip back. Reach as far forward as you can. Come down triangle. Lift that right arm. Get a little bit extra core work here. Drop that left arm, or that right arm down. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, windmill the arms down. Back to runner's lunge. Step that right foot back to meet the left. Scissor open to the right. Can you lift the left leg? Maybe you kickstand the right leg and then you lift the left leg, like we do in tabletop. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the left leg down, left hand down, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Inhale the right leg up behind you. Bend the knee and spin it open. Look up underneath that right armpit. Look between the hands. Come up on the left toes. Step the right foot between the hands. Drop the back foot 45 degrees. Rise up again, warrior one. Open to your warrior two. Take a moment to grab that block that's nearby. Hold it in that warrior two hands. Good. Inhale, gentle warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, gentle warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Pop the back foot in just about a foot. You're going to cartwheel yourself down over that right leg, lifting ourselves up into our half moon position. That's what the block is for if we need it for balance. Same position we've been in now twice on the ground. Keep that core engaged. Can you lift off that block? Rotate warrior three. Maybe you use the block, maybe you could bring your hands to heart center. Drop the hands to the mat, standing split. Bring the left foot down to meet the right. Fold, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend those knees a lot. Place the hands above the knees. Come rolling on up to standing. Inhale those arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands on the mat. This time, step the right foot back. We need to do all of that on the other side. Pop that right foot in about a foot. Straighten the front knee, pyramid pose. Can you get your head to your knee? Feel that hamstring stretch. Don't let it shake. Inhale, bend that front knee. Step that right foot back a little bit again. Drop the back ankle 45 degrees. Rise up, warrior one. Open to your warrior two. Remember, in our warrior two, our hips are open, our shoulders are open. We've got a parallel line with the back of the mat. That front knee is 90 degrees over the ankle, not letting it roll in. Nice and strong. Inhale, reach forward, reverse your warrior. Exhale, drop that left arm on the thigh. Raise the right, side angle. Take a nice inhale. On the exhale, extend the right arm up overhead. Feel that whole side body stretch. Inhale, raise the right arm back up. On the exhale, extend the left arm. Feel that core engage on your side angle. Legs are staying strong. Left arm returns to left thigh. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, return to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Kick that right hip back. Reach as far forward as you can, as if someone is pushing everything they've got into the front left hip. When you can't go any farther, come down into your triangle. Lift that left arm. Bring the left arm down. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, bend that front leg. Windmill the arms down. High plank. Oops, I forgot. Step the left foot back, I should say. High plank. Scissor open to the right. Can you lift that right leg into your star? Exhale, return the right foot to the mat, right hand to the mat. Lower chaturanga. Forward upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Inhale that left leg up behind. Bend the knee and spin open. How high can you get that knee? How high can you open your hips? Look underneath that left armpit. Hopefully it smells better than mine. Come up on those right toes. Look between the hands. Step that left foot between the hands. Runner's lunge. Hopefully your block is still nearby. Drop that back foot 45 degrees. Rise up, warrior one. Open, warrior two. Inhale, gentle warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, gentle warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Hop that back foot in ever so slightly. We're going to take a nice inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to kind of cartwheel forward. Weight goes into that front leg. Half moon. Can you lift the upper body so that your hand comes off the block or only barely touches that block? Roll the hips and shoulders down. Can you bring your hands to heart center? Exhale, hands turn to the mat, standing split. Right leg comes down to meet the left. Hands come above the knees and we roll on up. Just standing. Yeah. Perfect. Take a minute here to rearrange your towel, grab a drink, because my mouth is dry and I'm thirsty. Put that left it inside. I'll be right back. I'm back. Let's go ahead and take a step back into the center of our mat. I'm going to turn and face you so you can see a little bit better. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Shift the weight into the right foot. Lift that left leg. Turn the left leg out to the side. Bring the foot to either the calf or the inner thigh for your tree. When we're on balanced postures, our goal is to have a point of drishti. So looking at me is not going to be good because I'm moving. I'm trying to look maybe at the center of my porch here. You should be staring at my door, something that's not moving. Inhale, grow your tree. Bring the hands back down to heart center. Release that left leg. Cross it over the right. Sit low, standing pigeon. If you're one of those crazy people that can do the arm balance from here, knock yourself out. I can't do it. I can't even describe it to you. Inhale, rise up, one-legged mountain. Drop the left hand down. Reach that left leg back. Pull the left foot up for your dancer. Lower forward. You want to see that from the side? I can turn for you, maybe, gracefully. There we go. Inhale, rise up. One-legged mountain. Exhale, bring the hands back down to center, release the legs. Take a moment, do a little waterfall. There's a lot of work on that one leg. Whew. And let's return to mountain. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Be mindful of the fact that we have one side that is stronger than the other. I start with what I tell you is my right side, but it's always my left because I'm mirroring you. My left side is significantly stronger on the balances than my right. So when we do things on the left side, which is really my right side, you'll see me wobble a lot more. Shift that weight into the left foot. Lift the right leg up in front of you. Bring it out to the side. Tuck it into your thigh or on your calf, just never on your knee. Find that drishti point, engage the core. If you need to, leave your toes on the ground. It'll help with the balance. Inhale, grow your tree. Bring the hands back to heart center. Release that right leg. Bring it out in front, one-legged mountain. Cross it over the left. Sit low pigeon. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use the wall here. Sit low pigeon. There we go. Keeping those hands at heart center if we can. How far can you sit down? Can you get your hands all the way to the mat? I can get my hands to the mat on this side. I still can't do the balance posture. Inhale, rise up. One-legged mountain. Drop that right arm behind. Bring the right leg back with you. Dancer's pose. I really have no balance on this side. Inhale, rise up. One-legged mountain. Exhale, release. Shake it out. I feel good. Return to the front of your mat. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring them through heart center. One more time, inhale the arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot back. Step the right foot back. Pull directly back, downward facing dog. Bring the left leg up behind you. Bend the knee and spin open. Look forward between the hands. Can you come into a high plank and bring your left knee to your left elbow. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send the left leg back high again. Down dog. Bend that knee, spin open. Look between your hands. Come up on those right toes. Pull forward into a high plank. Can you bring your left knee to your right elbow? Cross it over. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send that left leg back up high. Bend the knee, spin open. Come up on those right toes. Look between the hands. Come forward to a high plank. Bring the left knee to the left elbow. Over to the right elbow. To the left. To the right. To the left. To the right. Pull it all the way up and open. Exhale, drop the left foot back down to the mat. Resettle your down dog. Inhale the right leg all the way up. Drop the knee, spin that hip open. On the inhale, come up on those left toes. Look between the hands. Can you come forward, high plank, bring right knee to right elbow. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send that right leg back up. Bend and open. Inhale, come up on those left toes. Look between the hands. Can you bring that right knee to your left elbow? Cross the body. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send that leg back up. Bend and open. Whew. Come up on those left toes. Look between the hands. We know where we're going here. Right knee, right elbow. Right knee, left elbow. Back to the right. To the left, you should be feeling this all in your core. To the right. To the left. Shoot that right leg up and open. And bring the right leg back down to the mat. Come down to your knees. Take a look at the screen. I'm going to give you an option here. I'm going to show you how to do an arm balance. We're going to work our way into it. And then if you want to do the arm balance, great. If you don't, we're going to go into pigeon. So it all works with what we just did. We've been kind of working up towards this. So I want to show you first because we've not done this together yet. And I really hope I don't fall on my face and fail. So you're going to be in your down dog position. We're going to bring that left leg up. We're going to bend our knee open. We're going to come forward to a high plank. We're bringing that left knee on top of our left elbow. We're then going to tuck our right arm in and come down. Maybe we hold here. Maybe we lift that right leg. That's the goal. It doesn't have to look pretty. If you don't want to give it a try, you can go into pigeon. But let's walk through it again. All right, we ready? Here we go. Down dog. Whew. Everyone's in down dog. We lift that left leg high. We bend the knee and spin open. If you would like to go directly to your pigeon here, you can go directly to your pigeon. If not, you're coming up on the right toes. You're looking between the hands. You're bringing your left knee on top of your left elbow. You're bending that left elbow. You're taking your right hand and you're tucking it inside your body. So your hands are going to be somewhat crooked. And you're balancing your upper torso on the right tricep. And if you can lift that right leg, you give it a try. He's just shaking his head no. That's fine. We're just trying. Play around with it. Or if you want, from that left leg high, you cross it in front of the body. You untuck the right toes, and you hang out in pigeon. It's a great place to be, pigeon. Those of us with hip issues. You play around with that balance pose as much as you'd like. Or you hang out in pigeon. Grab a drink of water, maybe. Remember, there's nobody in your house. Nobody's watching you. If you want to try one of these arm balances, the only person who's got anybody watching them is T. And that's okay. We can laugh at each other. Inhale, bring the right hand and left hand to the mat. Tuck up those right toes if you're doing pigeon in this position. If you're laying on your back doing pigeon, go ahead and switch sides. It's up to you. Lift those right knee. Lift that left knee. Send it up and open. Drop that left foot back down to the mat. Not really sure why I keep kicking the house today. We're back in down dog. We're going to try that arm balance on the other side if you want, or you can go right into your pigeon. Inhale that right leg up in the air. Bend the knee, spin open. Come up on those left toes. The right knee comes on top of our right tricep. Our left arm tucks in. Our torso is sitting on that tricep, and we lift the back leg. Apparently, I'm better at it on this side. Play around with it, or hang out in pigeon. Take 2 more breaths here, whether you're in your pigeon, if you're still trying your arm balance. Bring the left hand to the mat and the right hand to the mat. Tuck those left toes under. Lift the left knee. Lift that right knee. Pull it back. Bring the right foot back down to the mat. Come down onto your knees and come down to seated. Leaving our feet out in front. Let our arms stretch out in front and lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time we'll lower all the way down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release those arms. Inhale the knees to the chest. Use the first 2 fingers to bind those first 2 big toes. Extend those knees up, happy baby. Hold here or rock side to side. Maybe straighten the legs, wide angle pose. Release the bind. Bring the feet back down to the mat, about hip bone width apart. On the inhale, we'll lift the body for a bridge. Feel that hips shine forward, our Care Bear stare pose. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Watch out for your house if it's in the way. Exhale, lower 1 vertebrae at a time. Bring the soles of the feet together, drop the knees to the side. Opposite hand over opposite elbow. Keeping that lower back against the mat, don't let it bend. Bring those feet back to hip bone width. Bring the arms down the side. Take a nice inhale. 1 more time, lift up to your bridge. Shining that hip space forward. Keeping those knees strong. Don't let them wiggle side to side. Keep them nice and tight. Take 1 more inhale. Exhale, lower one vertebrae at a time. Soles of the feet together, knees to the side, arms overhead if you want. Inhale the knees into the chest. Send the right leg long, keep the left knee in. Bring that knee outside the rib cage. Maybe rock it from side to side. Drop that left arm out to the side, pull the right knee over. Full body twist. Trying to keep those shoulders flat against the mat. Slowly pulling that left knee over. Take some time to get there, it's not instantaneous. Inhale, bring that left knee back up to center. Give it a nice tight squeeze. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, send the left leg long, arms overhead, full body stretch, side out. In the way. Inhale the right knee into the chest. Bring it outside the rib cage. Maybe rock from side to side. Bring the right arm out to the side like a T. Use that left hand to pull the right leg over. Full body twist. Recognizing that it takes time. Inhale that right knee back to center. Give it a really good squeeze. Take one more deep inhale. Send the right leg long, arms overhead, full body stretch, side out. Do anything else that might feel good for your body. And then settle into your Shavasana. Lying flat at our mat, feet off to the side. Thinking about those same mindful practices that we started. Now that yoga class is almost over, we're thinking, oh, I got to start dinner. Nope, dinner can wait. Think about that inhale and exhale. Maybe you heard your phone buzz a couple times. That's okay. Acknowledge it and then remember that it can wait. This was your hour. This was your time. I am hoping that Kelly and Alana are repeating the Goonies in my head. This is our time down here. Our time. Up there, it's their time. Sorry, not Barry Yoga. Notice how the body returns to its own natural, even breath. We all have a different style of breath. Maybe you're a belly breather or a chest breather. Maybe you're a whole body breather. Start to wiggle the fingers and toes. Rock the head from side to side. And when you're ready, we'll meet on the right side. Then we'll come up to seated. If you'd like to turn your volume on, T, come sit next to me on the porch here. You want to turn your volume on and your video on. Is that in your ear? David's here too.
Yeah.
We bring our hands to heart center. Can you hear?
Yep.
Okay. From the light that shines in me to the light that shines in you, we bring our hands to our lips and to our third eye. And in gesture of respect, we bow to one another and say, Namaste.
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 Thank you for the privilege of being your teacher. I just heard Dad yell Namaste. I hope the window guy yelled Namaste too.